What a sight to behold. I mean, that thing there, that's just nonsense. What's up, by the way? I'm back back with the I always mess it up. This is the firewood shed, sawmill shed over there. Always messed it up, but you know, I'm back with the firewood shed now, and well, basically I want to finish it with this video. This is the 5th video on this project, kind of getting really long now, and yeah, basically I'm planning to finish everything in this video. Now, luckily we don't really have a lot to do. Guess we can just kind of go over the goals quickly. So basically number 1, we need to install the rainwater collection system. Yeah, I want to install one of those on this building as well. And a while back when I built the sawmill shed, I added one next to it, and dude, I absolutely love it. This is really great. Now, I only needed to add water to it like one time in the last half a year that I've used it, and even then it was my fault because I did not clean the filter thing up there, and it just kind of was clogged completely, and then the rainwater just kind of overflew the water tank. It did not went into the water tank. But you know, right now it hasn't rained a couple of days at least, and check it out, this is just completely filled. So I just love that option that I have water when I need it here. I don't need to run any stupid hose from somewhere over there. I just want to have that option near the firewood shed as well. And the second thing that I want to do is power. Actually very cozy in here. Yeah. Luckily, power wise, I don't really have much work to be done. What the? Luckily, power wise, I don't really have a lot of work that I need to do. Basically, I just want to install like 4 lights into the thing, 2 on that side, 2 on this side. Put like a switch here, 3-phase power box, 1-phase power box or socket, and that's basically it. I don't need a lot here. Just something simple. It's a firewood shed. What you don't need something fancy here, right? It's just a stupid firewood shed. The third thing, you know, I already forgot, so I'm not really sure. But I'm thinking the surrounding area. Well, actually, let's oil the shed. Yeah, the third thing would be oiling the shed, and I'm gonna install the same oil I did on the sawmill shed. Yeah, it looks pretty okay. I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, something similar on that one as well. And right now it looks kind of weird because there's many different species of lumber used on the outside surface. But once you oil it up, it should pretty much look the same eventually. At least this one did. And once we finish with the oiling mission, then the building is pretty much ready to be filled with firewood. I'm not really sure at the moment, but maybe we're just gonna store firewood here and not any lumber material. Now we use 2 types of length. We have 32 centimeters for the smaller stove, and everything else is 45. So I figured maybe it's better if we install one length on one side and the other length on the other side. I mean, the building is already like separated, right? There's a wall in the center, well, sort of a wall, but still. Now that side is slightly wider, I think like half a meter. It's actually not in the center, so we could put the stuff that we need more on that side, and then the smaller pieces here. And I'm probably gonna destack most of these boxes actually. Basically, if it rains, then it's not very good anymore. You need to wait like a couple of weeks. The sun will nicely dry them up again, but the sides do get wet. That's really annoying, and I hate that. That's why I want to put everything in the firewood shed, but if I put them with the boxes, they're not gonna fit. That's why I have to destack them. It's gonna be time consuming, that's for sure, but in the end it's gonna be worth it. I'm not gonna throw the boxes away though. I'm gonna keep them as backup. If I have like too much firewood, then I have at least somewhere where I can store firewood. So the boxes are gonna remain as backup, except the wooden boxes. I'm gonna get rid of all of those. I don't want those. Metal boxes is the way to go. I mean, if you look at this, this is the Firewood movie of this year. I have still not started it. And I think once I freaking finish that stupid building, then we have some room to actually store these somewhere. This is gonna be a lot of work, but I do need to do it this year because I need this area open for the next season. Yeah, actually, this is gonna be my sawmilling log spot. Yeah, so rainwater collection system, put some electricity in the shed, put some oil on the shed, firewood in the shed, and the final goal would be to finish the surroundings. I mean, up front, I'm not really gonna do much at the moment because this is pretty much finished. It's just missing the asphalt shavings, but on the sides it's a bit different matter. So yeah guys, you're gonna get some rock action as well. Now as the concrete ends, the rock wall starts, so I want something similar there as well. I mean, we got the stupid trailer in the way at the moment, but maybe you can kind of understand what I mean. And instead of the wall going there, I want the wall to go there. So I'm gonna demolish this part, probably gonna leave the bigger rock. It's just very hard to remove that one. It took me like 2 machines to install it there. Yeah, this corner will be a bit more curvy. You know, about this side though, I'm not really sure at the moment. This is a bit more Shh. Oh my, shut the f. And the back end is a bit more complex. I need to consult with Supermom how the layout would work in this area. It would be cool if I could actually fix this entire area up. I'm probably gonna do that. Yeah, basically this entire area. Gonna sort it out. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, but guess we'll see in the end. Should be pretty okay. But guys, that's about it. That's all the goals laid out. I don't think I have anything else. So yeah, let's get to work. Let's start off with the firewood shed. Water collection system. Let's do that. Stupid sawmill shed. Get lost. Yeah, and span scaffolding. It works pretty good, but you just need better wheels. And well, I need concrete everywhere. Yeah. I need to bring it out a bit. What? Very normal. I don't have the lumber. I mean that size. We got a little lizard down there. Can you see? Those guys are very fast. And why is this thing so level? Why can't it have like a natural grade? I mess up so much. Why can't I mess up with this?
Et see ei jää ilus. Kas teda külje peale kuidagi ei anna viia toruga või? Saagaate või? No, aga seda vaata siia. Siia.
Yeah, guys. You know it. I know it. I figured I ask Super Sister what's her take on the matter. I guess I forgot to mention her, but I said that, hey, would it be okay if I put like a giant white box right here somewhere? She didn't say anything at the start, but she had this eyesight, you know. That's there. The type of stare that people usually do just before they murder someone. So it's safe to say that some plans have changed now. Okay. Actually, I think she's kind of a genius, honestly. Yeah, for a moment there, I was actually thinking, it's gonna look probably weird putting that box somewhere in the middle of the shed on the back side. I can't really put it too close there because that's gonna block the passage between the two buildings. And I don't want to put it on the corner there because it's just completely inaccessible from that area. So I just called her over here to just discuss the situation, and immediately she pointed, yeah, you just put it there, you dumbass. Excellent idea. I think actually that's a pretty good idea there. Yeah, somewhere here, facing it this way. I just did a bit of measuring and it's totally doable. It's gonna be a bit lower than the other box, but that's not gonna be a problem. Actually, the hose outlet will be somewhere over here, so that's actually pretty good. So yeah, let's put the box here instead. I think, well, it's obvious. It's a lot better choice than what I had at first. I mean, sometimes you just have to listen to the geniuses, right? Brains of the operation. sa teed ju? Ei näe mitte midagi. Oh. Hold that, will you? Thank you very much. I'm gonna have like a very minimal grade because of the height issue. And 1 centimeter per meter is gonna be my drop. I think that's fine for rainwater. Should be plenty. I probably can even go more. Less, I mean, less grady. It will still flow away. Plus there's no trees around this area. Well, yeah. So I think it's fine. It's gonna be a bit low, but whatever. We'll manage. I'm chill. I'm chill. Although I do need to start up the chainsaw later. Parem reis. Pain kook nüüd sa oled noh. On parem või? Visual impairment. Funnily enough, the company who manufactures those rainwater pipes, they have their own stupid design, like 68 millimeters or something like that. And for some reason, they don't make like joints, so you could continue the vertical pipe onwards. Vertically, I mean. I mean, you could go like at a different angle or something, no problem. But maybe, but nothing vertically. See läheb siia peale. Nii, ja siis too läheb sinna peale. Maybe they do, but the store where I bought them from, they don't have it even in catalog. So you just gotta come up with something of your own. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's not far enough still. But you know, I do have that adjust the option right here, about 1/2 meter. So I think this length will do just fine. And this is not even water pipe, by the way. Some type of a roll. Well, basically the geotextile fabric was rolled around it. I figured might need it one day. Voila. Did you guys follow along? So the support needs to be about 90 centimeters. That's the height it's gonna sit above ground. I think that's pretty good. Should work pretty well. And I think I'm gonna make the support like partially out of wood and partially out of steel. But before I do anything, I'm gonna quickly throw some oil on this corner because it will be inaccessible later. Whoa. Captain Spill. You know guys, all things considered, I think this is a great opportunity to reuse old oil. I mean, the staining oils these days, they do cost quite a bit of money now. The last time I checked, which was several years ago, but last time I checked, they're about 50 euros per 5 liter canister, so 10 bucks per liter basically for tar oil. I'm guessing tung oil is even more expensive. And to go over the entire shed, probably looking about 20, 30 liters of oil, maybe even more. I mean, I can do some wild math once I finish with that part, but I think I'm gonna save still a lot of money by going through this method instead. Plus, it will look pretty decent. I mean, right now it's kind of dark, but eventually it's gonna lighten up, like the sawmill shed over there. Very nice light brown color, looks pretty good. But you know, let's do that a bit later. Let's focus on the box first. Okay, well, the base is almost finished. I just need to install a couple of legs on this side as well, but I can't really do that at the moment. There's no floor down there. And I figured maybe steel legs, because in the future when I'm planning to continue on with this area and take on the tractor shed, then I'm most likely gonna continue with the same height of the floor all the way into the tractor shed. So if I add those steel legs, then they will kind of be bored into the concrete eventually. But I think the base height should be pretty good if my math was correct. 1.2 meters. I think that's pretty good. But box should nicely fit into the location. So let's do some steel legs and then we can put the box on the base. Oh, excellent news, guys. I can use up another one of these absolute sewage pipes. I need 2.3 meters to get 2 pieces, and this one is 2.7. Look at the rust on it. That's rough. Look at that, guys. Alright. Now be honest, guys. How many of you would actually pay to see me sing opera? I think I would do pretty good. I think this is pretty good. Should be a pretty stable base. What do you think, guys? The steel legs will eventually be in concrete, so we might need to still add a little bit of concrete down there though. I'm thinking if the 1 ton water tank gets full, it's probably gonna push the steel pipes a bit into the ground, making it off level. I think this fits here pretty good. Nice solid base. I think this way it works a bit better. But yeah, I just kind of realized I need to paint the stupid thing black. And then I don't have to worry about the stupid green thing algae growing in it. Quite a bit of residue is still there. Maybe I can find like a cleaner box. And this is pretty good. Like a little bit, but it's mostly empty. Ei ole vaja tõsta teda. I'm using the same paint I used on my first water tank, and it's some type of a cheap metal paint, and it seems to work pretty good on plastic as well. Oh, and it keeps the algae at bay pretty well. I haven't had any algae issues in that tank. This type of paint, by the way, it's a pretty cheap brand. Works pretty good. I'm gonna put like a single line of tape here to kind of tell me what the water level is at. But I'm not really sure if it's a good idea. Maybe it's gonna open the door for Mr. Algae. Ah kurat, oleks teibi siia võinud panna, siin on need numbrid ka noh. Drive faster, I don't have time for this BS. What a moron, man. Numbers are right over there. Why do you put it? Wrong side. Nothing to see here, folks. Move along, please. Yeah, I'm gonna see maybe I can clean the insides a bit with my other washing station. Maybe we can pressure wash some of that gunk out. Yeah, essentially that stuff is like wood glue, nothing much else. Comes from a plywood plant. I'm gonna scoop it up later and sell the stuff as chicken sawdust. That always sells. Bit cleaner water, and probably the rain will also gonna clean it out with time, I'm guessing. I'm only planning to use it to the same reason, to wash with the pressure washer, nothing else. I'm not gonna water any plants with it, I'm not gonna drink it, obviously. Just wash stuff. Should be good enough for that. Oh, by the way, check it out. That strip idea went straight to hell. Yeah, it looks much better. I did buy this 1-inch adapter thing. I think it'll go there, and I just need to gotta connect this up somehow. I didn't buy anything for it though. I was kind of hoping that maybe I'm gonna be able to put something together from Santa's little club box. Yeah, maybe we can hack something together from here. I hope. Ooh, that thing goes there. Ooh. Magic is happening. I think I need only like 1 or 2 more parts. What is that? Look at that. Freaking Christmas tree. Everything connects. Whoops, wrong way. Kuradi, debiilikene. Look at that. Perfecto. It's so good that you have like a solution out of the box. Don't need to go buy anything. Now, if you're wondering about what the black hose is for, it's actually pretty simple. It's to prevent the water hose from kinking with time. Now, for example, if you put like a water hose like that and leave it for a year, then a year later, clumsy fingers. Now a year later it's gonna be like that. So that will nicely prevent that from happening. It has worked out fantastically well on this barrel. Maybe I did a bit too long there, but whatever. So I figured I'm gonna replicate the success there as well. I need to rest the water hose somewhere as well, so it would stay above the barrel. Sadly, they did not have any of the bigger Lamborghinis in stock. I went with the smaller version, but this seems to work as well. Nicely covers up the hole. That seems to work pretty good. I'm gonna go make like a block of wood to prevent the pipe from swaying too much left and right with the wind. Block of wood. But anyway guys, before we proceed pouring massive amounts of concrete to secure the legs, I figured let's do like a quick water test to make sure that actually the water ends up here. It would be kind of lame if it didn't. Be right back, I'm gonna go pee in the other end. I was a bit confused because the ladder was missing. But I think this is good. Seems to work. Piece of crap. Okay, now let's let this thing cure up nicely, and in the meantime let's go deal with the bar situation, lights and sockets and stuff. And that's usually very exciting, right? Okay guys, stay in the frame. Bloody putsi sinä ronit. Sit muualle. Tule. Wait. Shut up. Okay, power-wise I don't have a lot of demand for this shed. Basically, I need a box. I need a bigger box, a switch, four lights, and that's about it. Now I'm missing one item though. I just kind of realized it this morning. Basically I'm missing like a floodlight with a motion sensor, something like that, which I installed here. And I was thinking it would be great if I had one here as well, just to cover the door area. But yeah, I'm gonna do the wiring for it and get the light some other time. But yeah, this is gonna be extremely basic. Basically only like 4 lights, 2 on this side, 2 on that side, and everything else will be in that corner. So let's just gonna start off from this piece. I need some type of a panel to mount stuff. Looks like some ants have made a nest inside the water hose. Okay. Don't need you guys in there, get lost. Go find a new home. Man, look at that mess. Bunch of clowns. Kind of a small box, but we should be able to manage with this. Wait, what? This I did not know about. On the other side it has a bunch of breakers. How much are these anyway? C16, okay. The problem is if one of the breakers decides to break, then you can't access it if I like put it like so, which I wanted to do. What to do? Maybe leave like a gap between the wall and put like an extra shelf here, so it would be further away. That works. Okay. Thing's not gonna go anywhere. Seems pretty stable. Plus I can access the thingamajiggies behind the box. Film screen. But yeah, these types of boxes, they're actually not meant to be installed on a wall. They're more like an extension cord. That sort of stuff. Because I don't have any good means to stick the twisted pair into that Vago connection, I have to put like a thing in between. Se läheb siia esimesena. Okay. And that should take care of the blue box over there. I got my standard 16 amp sockets, then a 3-phase 16 amp socket. And we also have like a 32 amp socket, but I won't be able to use this because of 2 reasons. First, my main switch on the house, it's not powerful enough. That's like 24 amps, I think. So I definitely can't use 32 amps with 24 amp switch. Most definitely not. And the second problem is that wire, that incoming wire is not thick enough to use that socket. So I'm probably just gonna like tape that off. Well, actually, if you try to use it, then it's gonna flip a breaker, nothing much else. But yeah, I don't think I even need that, honestly. That's like industrial level power. Don't need that. I got my industrial power right over there. Let's just hook up a drive shaft to it and I don't know, weld it to earth. It will make the earth spin faster. What else do you need? But anyway, let's deal with the lights now. It's gonna be like a simple switch over there somewhere, and everything will run through the switch. So come out from down there through the switch and to the lights. Very simple. Don't go anywhere, I need you later. Mida sa keerad seina siin või? Kuradi mõõdulint see on, ma ei saa aru, ei oska keerata üldse. I wonder, maybe that screw is for the other wire. Usually they're not. As long as it's not connected to the other 2 ports. And yeah, it is. So I don't really understand that they're maybe it's for like a if you want to have like 2 multiple lights from a single switch going outwards. Probably. Yeah, I would like to connect the blue up there, but again, it's gonna get live. Kui lai see fucking shit oli? Tulebki kuhugi siia rangi 130 või... As for gable cover, I'm gonna use this worthless water hose, not fire hose. And this thing is pretty useless, and I would probably need to take it to the recycle center or something like that. But I can still use it up to cover gables up. Well, then I don't have to take it away, right? I can still put it to good use. Plus, it's probably much more durable than this piece of crap. This is basically like very thin plastic. I mean, that's like a rubber thing. Hey, look at that kink, guys. It's even kinkier than the Kinkmobile. You can't really run any water through that efficiently, right? The hose is probably collapsed as well. Hi. So a bit of a issue, I think. The slides, they don't really wanna fit between the two beams. So I've been trying to figure out how to place them properly so it wouldn't look weird. And I think the only option I have is to get like few more lights and just put them like so. One here, another one here. So 2 on that side, 4 on that side, 6 total. This side is a bit bigger. I think that's worth it. Plus then I can go and get the missing floodlight as well. I have some ideas about this side. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not gonna store any firewood here, but I'm not really sure at the moment. So I'm not gonna share the idea. Sorry, guys. Time well spent. The collection has begun. Oh yeah. So sorry guys. I think the most exciting part of the video is now over. So sad. I forgot about the stupid floodlight thing. I guess the excitement will continue for a bit more. Hands up if you also hate tight connections in electrical boxes. On a plus note though, I have a pretty good view from here. Look at that. That's so beautiful. I'm talking about the Kirves, obviously. It goes there. I think that's it on the excitement part. Yeah, at the moment I don't think I'm gonna add anything else, but I might in the future. Currently the plans are foggy, and yeah. About the floodlights though, it kind of matters what you buy. Now I'm not really sure about the white ones, if they're good or not. I mean, I just bought one. Maybe it will last forever, but yeah, for example, this thing is actually pretty good. I think this is like 3 years at the moment. That's about 4 years, about 6 years, that one. And same deal with this one, about 6 years. So these bigger floodlights, pretty good, honestly. However, these little dirts, bro. I don't know who the hell manufactured these, but this little dirt only lasted for about 2 months. I kid you not.
See põleb päevad läbi.
Jah, las ta põleb.
Aga võta koolu. Kui see siin ju pole.
The things just died, and not one. This doesn't function at all anymore. Maybe we can. Maybe you guys can see who made them. That is absolute garbage. It's like a bunch of shit duct tape together. But anyway, guys, I think the next step is to oil the building. And I'm gonna start this off today. Probably gonna continue tomorrow. This is most likely gonna take some time. I'm also gonna try to do some math and calculate how much oil I'm gonna use on this shed. I tried the same thing on that, but I kinda lost track about halfway. I'm gonna try a bit harder this time. Then we can also calculate how much I'm gonna save by not buying the finish oil. But yeah, I think we're gonna do like a quick time lapse about this part. I mean, clearly it's not gonna be as exciting as the electricity installation was. Clearly, right? So let's put on some tunes, and I'm gonna make a huge mess with used engine oil. Let's go.
ikka.
No aga mis sinna teeb sulle?
Läks peaaegu tema peale.
Võtame eripill.
Kas sa tahad kuidagi abi ema või?
Ma pean need ostad siit keegi käru peal ära viib.
Võtate maha, olete pitsa
Ma olen kopaga ka välja võtnud, kui tahad.
Ei, ma ei taha, pöörab segi väga.
Minge nüüd sõitke natuke seal või midagi.
I think the oiling came out pretty good actually. It looks a bit dark at the moment, but it should lighten up with time. Yeah, it looks pretty good, I would say. About 45 liters total I needed. Now if we bring out the information box, then we can roughly make like 87 euros per 10 liters of oil. 10 liters, so that's 8.7 euros per liter. So we use it roughly 45 times 8.7, almost like 400 bucks of savings. Definitely worth it. I think it even looks a bit darker than with the real oil, wood staining oil. I mean, I prefer darker tone anyway. But anyway, next up, let's focus on the landscaping setup a bit. Basically, just gonna reimagine this entire corner, including the stairways as well. Gonna make it a bit wider. No, ma võin kopaga need välja võtta ju.
Siin on puujuured ristida, ei saa.
No.
Palju.
Kuule, siin pool tundi kühveldad, siis on kops koos. No, las ma võtan kopaga välja.
No võtta välja siis.
Ma lihtsalt mõtlen, kuidas ma üles saan siia. On nii kitsas kõik.
No aga sealt, aga siit ka ei saa või?
Ta on natuke järsk.
Sealt ta tõmbaks jälle tolle ääre ja muru ääre kõik ära.
You know, this is one of those moments where I wish I had a micro excavator. This is a bit too big for this job right now. Micro would work a lot better. siin ei ole ühtegi puud, küttepuud tulevad maast välja. kuradi pederrast, papelrast. tere!
no tere, tere! Kuule, oskad mind aidata äkki ühe asjaga?
Ma ei oska mitte midagi, mitte kellegagi aidata.
Õige. Ma lihtsalt vaatan seda, et...
Siit saab ukse lahti.
Jah.
Kesktõmmitsa silinder või ripsüsteemi silinder? Mis ta häda on siis?
Remontkomplekti on vaja sisse. Ta on nii kaua seisnud, et ma ei tea, mis ta...
Sa tahad kasutada või?
Jaa, see läheb selle tõste selle lift-assisti jaoks.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. There's the lift cylinder for the Belarus tractors. Now, someone already welded this side, which usually means that there's some slop here, but this really doesn't concern me because it will stay outwards anyway. But this has to come apart because I don't know what's inside, what kind of oil it used, you know. Clean it up and put it back together. That's it. But yeah, she might need a rebuild. But anyway, I'm going to just take it apart and find out how much crap is in there. And then I'm gonna clean it up, put the new seals in, and it should work, hopefully. I mean, there's only a few ones that never work, but yeah, also these ones I had to borrow from my neighbor. Basically, these were missing. It came without them. But these actually have Imperial cone tread.
Cone tread, yeah.
Cone tread. If you kind of put it in the other way, then you pretty much will just schmuck the threads inside, and because it's cast iron, you're unable to do anything with them later. Yeah.
What are these little knots?
These are actually, I think, like I believe these are like for purging the oil. But this actually is a self-purging system. I don't know why they're there. Maybe because you want to fill it up or test something. Who knows? Basically, you can use these. You can actually put these plugs here and put these other way. But I don't know why would you want to do that. No freaking clue.
Put it on this way as well.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just disassemble it, and I'm gonna have to also find a rack because I'm sure there's some old gunk in it. Okay, I'll start filming this and.
Steve got a camera off his own.
Yeah, I have my own camera now upgraded to have some better equipment.
Very good.
Yeah.
What do you think, guys? Should we continue digging? Or let's go dig into the old cylinder? I mean, that's an obvious choice, but I think that's more fun.
Let's find out where's the sockets at.
Camera reception.
Okay, I mean, it looks kind of gunky and messy. Basically, with these two, there's one is the return one, which has a valve inside, and the other one is just a straight one. The valve is there that you don't, the thing doesn't just slam into the ground. It just smoothly comes out. It's basically a restrictor. One side has a restrictor, the other one doesn't, and you can actually swap these the other way around as well.
Okay.
Because, if you want to lift, you want to get it as fast, as high as possible. But if you want to, let it downwards, usually the downward side has the restrictor in it. Okay. Yeah, also it has studs, look. Well. So this one came with a stud. It's not a big deal. I can remove that in the vise. Now the question is, we need a hammer. I mean, that's a bit rusty, but it's not too terrible. I mean, it's a bit gunky, but this is
the cameraman.
Yeah. Okay, what's holding you up for?
Sand and rust and everything nice.
Everything is rusty. I mean, hopefully it's not that rusty that I need a new sleeve. What's the hold up? Let me see. Oh, there's some kind of Titanic situation inside. So I'm not really hopeful we can save the sleeve here, but we can try. I mean, if it's a failure, we're just going to send it back to scrapyard and tell it it's
Let the next guy try it.
yeah, let the next guy try it. Exactly. Try the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, it's moving.
Yeah, it's coming. I mean, maybe some looby-doob. If we got something to lube it with. Oh,
Dooby-doo.
here we have something. Penetrating oil.
Trading oil.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's some humidity going on inside. Pretty much has just 2 O-rings.
Smells terrific.
Smells like death, basically.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. That's some slimy old hydraulic oil. At least it's hydraulic oil, not old engine oil. Here's the O-rings, which are, of course, this one was installed wrong, so this guy probably leaked. And looking at the witness marks, yep, the other guy just hammered it in without realizing the O-ring wasn't sealing.
Oh no.
You, sir, behave. Oh. Messy junk. Oh. Okay, here's the bottom part. Bottom doesn't look bad. I mean, it's all hydraulic oil, but just this one can be washed off. Not a huge problem. Now, this guy. Usually they come off quite easily. But let me see what's inside here. This side where the cylinder sat is okay. That's actually Soviet nylock inside. Wow. Soviet nylocks, like things you didn't think they made, but they did. There's a ridge here which is just rustiness, but I don't think we can pull the piston this way because there's so much gunk here it will just bind. So the only logical thing is to just
Undo the nut.
undo the nut, which means that we don't.
Soviet fine thread.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if this rod decides to cooperate at least.
I moved.
It moved. And now we can tap the wrist out. Hopefully. Ooh. Well, at least it's not like one guy did. He welded the nut shut. And good luck getting that one out.
Yeah.
Okay, moment of truth.
Not me.
Rustiness. I mean, we should use a paper basically.
The rod looks okay.
I mean, it's honestly just needs polishing. Rod is okay, so that's a good thing. I mean,
Couple
there's
of kinks here and there, but nothing serious.
yeah, the rod's okay, but now, whoops,
Call 911.
almost now. Whatever. Here's the humidity that's been here. That's been a long time. This is just freaking rust. And now look at this side.
Oh man. Look at that.
I think this sleeve is not savable anymore.
Maybe you can hone it out.
I could try to hone it out, but if it's like that,
It's really bad, yeah.
it's kind of not looking great. Let me see if I can tap that guy out. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
That piston is kind of
Kaput.
this will clean up. I mean, it does need new O-rings, and a lot of polishing, but the real problem is this guy. I mean, oh, this looks like those Ford LTT V8 engines that people pull out, and they're like, why is it stuck, man? And then they pull the valve cover, and all the push rods are bent, and everything is just rust, a heap of rust underneath. Honestly, it needs to be definitely honed. I'm not really sure it's savable, because looking at, I'm gonna have to take a screwdriver to confirm it. Oh yeah, this is completely rough here. I mean, no matter how much I polish this thing, this sleeve it's few barred. Yeah, she ain't coming back from this one. Too bad. Too much water in it. This was I was afraid that something here is a bit funky, but well, now we know. At least this was like almost no money.
Almost no money.
Yeah, almost no money. Unlike that freaking lawnmower part, which was $55.
Wow.
That was like a freaking rip-off. Alright, well, I guess this concludes the video. I mean, at least one part. I am gonna have to find a suitable replacement for this guy. Only parts I can use are these. And then I have to find another cylinder, because I don't think even I want to use this one. She a bit too pitted for my liking.
Yeah.
Yeah, also this cover. No, this one's fine. I mean, it has the older style seal in it, basically. It doesn't have a lip seal, it has just metal discs, basically. That's your lip seal. That tells me that this cylinder is probably from the 60s.
Very old.
Very old. Not too bad, but...
Is that a grease fitting? What is that?
Here.
Yeah.
No, that's your release valve. But this thing is stuck, basically. They have like this upper lip here, which is, if you hit the end of the stroke, it basically releases the oil. But usually we delete this.
So complicated for a hydraulic cylinder.
Yeah, I mean, this one just goes to delete. We don't need it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what was interesting?
Most definitely.
Most definitely.
Especially with two cameras.
With two cameras.
Kind of weird though.
Yeah.
Ants Pants the cameraman.
Yeah.
What? Okay, well, let's continue with the job at hand. bloody mess. Maybe some of you guys can confirm this, but I think this pipe is actually asbestos pipe. Yeah, it seems like extremely strong for a concrete pipe. Also, I can see some good type of fibrous material there. This feels like asbestos pipe, but I have no idea what its purpose is. Maybe some type of a sewage pipe. Maybe some of you guys know. Yeah, for concrete this seems extremely strong. They just don't break. Very strong pipe. I'm just gonna put it somewhere where it's gonna meet its match. Yeah, one day. I haven't done a stairway out of rocks yet, so sorry if I suck at it. You know what, guys? I think that's it. Well, I'm not finished, but with the baseline, I mean, sort of. Maybe you get like a better picture now. So there's like an island in the center, garden island. Stairways down. That wall will link up with this wall, and that's the island I mentioned. Currently, I'm not really sure where I'm gonna go with this. Maybe I'm just gonna stop here. There's really nowhere to like connect it up. I don't know. Yeah, there's no good way to connect it up to anything here. Probably gonna stop there, but maybe I will think of something. But anyway, guys, we're probably looking maybe like a day, possibly even two, of some hard labor. So I'm gonna draw you guys on a little time loop again. Try to get this try to get through this a bit. Kuradi, putsi need kivid, noh. Try to get through this a bit faster. Stupid words. Hopefully by the end of the video it will look pretty cute. At the moment I have no idea. But let's get back to work. Actually, guys, now let's do some cocaine modding instead. I feel it's a bit faster and easier. They're everywhere. So good. Bored yet? I sure am not. And the 50 songs are keeping me going. Just don't tell anyone. It's like picking gold nuggets out of the ground. Supermom wanted me to get rid of this little bank as well on the side of the building. so let's do it. Bloody excellent. That went very well. You know what I find really amazing, guys? Soviet furniture panels. Look at that. 15 years in the ground. They're still there. What the hell? They're very soggy though. But they're still there. I was pretty sure they're just gonna rot away, but guess not. But let's continue. Don't make a meme about that face, okay? I do not approve. First island is almost finished. Yeah, you heard me correctly. First island. There's a hint over there. Yeah, a little bit of change in plans. I'm not gonna stop here. Talked it over with the superintendent, supermom, and we're gonna continue this wall along side of the building. We're gonna turn here and straight at the big rock. So I'm not gonna redesign this corner. Actually, I'm gonna leave that little gap open, and you know, this whole area will be like a rock island as well. A rock wall surrounding a garden, basically. Same deal as that, but maybe like 3 or 4 times bigger. Yeah, from here it already looks pretty good, honestly. Haven't even filled the gaps with sand yet, but no, we'll get to that later. I think right now we just need to continue the boring ass rock work. Yeah, continue work. And should we just kind of go straight there or do like a little turn? Maybe a turn would work very good. Straight is kind of straight. Straight is boring. Let's go with the turn. Well, I guess it's straight. I don't know. Seemed like a turn 5 seconds ago, not anymore. Tegelikult sa võiks natukene üritada suunata ikkagi nagu kaarega rohkem. Mida sa nussid su jala all? On a plus note though, Joseph is gonna be freed soon. What's up, dog? Kind of sucky actually. I was hoping to put the sand down before the rain. You know, the rain would have kind of compacted the sand together a bit better. I'm just too slow, man. Getting old. Unsponged the old part. Good thing I made this roof extra wide. Rain is actually good, you know. It's like a little break from the stupid sunshine. It looks like this thing is working pretty good. You know, I guess it's like a break for you guys as well. A little bit of water mixed into the stupid rock formations. Kind of change in the topic. Looks like that box is full. Over there. Okay, it's kind of getting boring now. I want to continue stacking rocks, bro. But I'm kind of out. I need to... There's still more near Joseph, but... I'm gonna get my pants wet. No, I'm gonna wait like 5 more minutes. Then I'm gonna get my pants wet. I'm out of rocks, by the way. Very convenient. I'm almost finished anyway. I think it came out pretty good. Yeah, I will do a little drone shot later once everything is kind of finished. Then we can assess the situation up above. But, you know, I think these two little islands are worth it. Even Mr. Thunder agrees. Yeah, I think it would have even looked pretty okay if I did my first idea, you know, connect that up with the concrete edge. And personally, I think the big rock, it doesn't really fit the situation. It would be better to have like a normal wall. But you know, moving that thing. Well, I only have like 2 candidates who can move that thing pretty well. Others will crap out. So I figured whatever, the guy can stay there for now. Maybe if I get like a bigger hoe one day, he's just gonna grab it and lift it out of the box. Not sure, but I think it looks pretty okay, maybe. Yeah, even has like a curve to it. Pretty cute. Rock heaven. Kuradi mudane, vaata seda paska sinna, täitsa perses. Looks pretty good. GoPro stop recording. GoPro stop capture. Or don't, whatever, don't listen to me. But anyway guys, I think the next step would be to fill this whole area with the stuff from my pit. This is the sandy gravel. But right now I'm not really sure. Should I also put the fabric down? I mean, technically yes. But that sandy gravel is not going to be my final layer. So if I do my final layer, then I need to put the fabric down again. Like that's a double fabric. Maybe it's not necessary. I mean, I'm not going to drive any heavy equipment on it, so I'm not going to. Plus, there's not like a lot of mud left here. Basically, right there, we already have that gravelly goodness out, so maybe like 5 centimeters of mud left in the area. I'm thinking maybe it's not necessary. Not really sure. I think it's not necessary. The thing is that I'm not really sure when I'm gonna do that final finish. It might be this year, it might be next year, it might be the year after that. I'm not really sure, so ooh, look at the beautiful clouds. So adorable. That is so amazing. Okay. Because I'm gonna put the fabric down after all. Yeah, just to prevent the shit from growing. Because I don't know when I'm gonna do the final finish, so just put it down right now. Maybe I don't need the second layer afterwards. Now I'm gonna go grab 2 or 3 loads from the pit. I'm gonna dump it right over here because I have like a little hole in the area. That way whatever is left I can just kind of smooth out in this location. But you know, before we do that, I figured, you know, we're so close to rescue Joseph. I already put the bigger rocks aside, basically. Just a bunch of junk left. So I'm gonna clean this up, that way Joseph is free. Who knows, by the end of the video we may even start the guy up, because I haven't done it at least for 2 months now. We need to let the oil flow. What? Let the oil flow? What type of a crap line is that? Holy hell, man! I think that pipe is made out of pure asbestos. Yeah, definitely. Definitely asbestos pipe. Didn't know they made pipes like this out of asbestos. You can even see the fibers. Very strong pipe though. Very strong pipe. You guys remember when I was working in the pit and I was filling the one side with topsoil, hoping that it will green up with time. Well, I haven't been in the pit for several months now, and I took the bobcat there, and oh boy, one side is like a jungle. Literally. Look at that. Now I don't know what plant that is, but holy hell. They're like a meter tall. Well, tall sideways. I don't know. Very good actually. I was hoping for something, well, less, but still. This is actually even better. Now compared to something like this, for example. I filled in, the last time I was in the pit, I filled this tiny section as well. But this hasn't taken effect yet. That's just insane. I'm pretty sure this will also expand here, no problem. And this is pretty good. I actually like this. Check out my new door lock, guys. Yeah, actually works pretty good. It works pretty good. Actually, guys, if you can like send me a part number, I haven't been able to track this thing down. It's just, I don't know who makes these or where it's even manufactured. Yeah, my little fix did not last that long, maybe like a couple of months. But as you can see, it's just not holding. You know, whenever I'm going uphill with the load, I always activate the front wheel drive. Kind of gets very sketchy if you don't do that. Get one more for good measure, hopefully with some better shots. Camera is still here. Must be my lucky day. and Spans intersection is still up and running, and I absolutely love it. Now every time I bring the bobcat out of the ditch, I always grab like a bucket load and drop it in a little hole somewhere on the road. But you guys remember last year when I was hauling material to the spaceport and I did not have this road, so I just kind of went through mud, and eventually the old Blue was just unable to continue even making this turn because you know, basically the bottom half of the tractor was just kind of rubbing against the ground. It was just so deep. And then we did a couple of repair jobs, but basically I built this road and it has been super useful so far. No, I really like how this thing has served me. So in time I'm probably gonna put more material on top and just kind of keep building up the layers. Right now it's kind of sitting lower than the surrounding area, so sometimes I do get like water bottles, you know, something like that. Yeah, something like that, but a bit bigger. But you know, other than that, nothing. The road is just rock solid. I mean, there's just nothing but sand and rocks on it. I really like this road, and this came out pretty good. All right, stupid rock wall. Wait, don't finish that. Oh yeah, Phil. Probably some of you are wondering, why did I not install that beforehand? You know, for example, when installing the rocks. Before that, I mean. Well, I did think about it, but I was thinking that I'm probably gonna destroy most of it while installing the bigger rocks with the excavator. So, well, I've done this before, and yeah, if I put the fabric first, then I usually screw everything up with the fabric later on with the excavator. Now technically nothing's gonna grow under the rocks anyway. The rocks will prevent that from happening, but I'm pretty sure stuff will still grow. I mean, nature will find a way. Unless I put like half a mile thick concrete wall on everything. Maybe then it's okay. Can you hear anything, guys? Sounds like eagles nesting, I don't know. Probably not important. Säästlök. Säästlök. Look at that little dude. Such a ninja. But yeah, guys, some of you probably already noticed. And the tilt cylinder on the Bobcat needs to be repaired. Now all of a sudden the inner seal started leaking internally, so the thing just kind of sags down slowly, and it's been getting worse over time. Now the issue is mostly in the sleeve. And even if you replace the seal on the piston, it's gonna go bad again pretty soon because the sleeve is just full of scratches for some reason. So the guy at the hydraulic shop told me that this sleeve needs to be rebuilt or rebored, and a bigger size cylinder needs to be installed on the piston. He told me it's about $400. I mean, it's I think it's worth it. Now I can't do that here. I don't have the tools for that. Plus a new cylinder from Bobcat, almost $2,000. So yeah, getting a new cylinder from Bobcat is out of the question. I'd rather try to rebuild that one. But I don't know when I'm gonna do that. Probably when this thing is just completely unusable. Right now though, we can still use it. Off! Ooh. It actually looks like a staircase. Look at that. Cute. Well, I guess the mission has ended now. What a mess. Actually, I kinda like it. Supermom definitely likes it. And it's definitely better than what we had before. 1 billion%. Now this will kind of harden up with rain and stuff. And eventually it's gonna be like very hard surface. Right now it's kind of, yeah, you know, wishy-washy. Yeah, and this little pathway idea, totally worth it as well. Really glad we went with this option instead. Supermom actually has better access to this side coming from here than rather than going from there. So that's another plus, I guess. And with that, actually, I think the Firewood shade is finished now. 5th episode, guys. Like I promised, I'm gonna wrap it up with that. The oil looks pretty cool. The Rainwater collection 5000 looks pretty cool. Water. And the power option. A rather solution. Also very cool. Very simple, I mean. And with time I can add more pieces or sockets or switches or whatever into the base. I do have this crazy idea. I did not want to say anything about it before, but just keep in mind we might not actually do that. Not sure if I should even share it. Whatever. Now maybe in the future I'm gonna turn this thing into a woodworking workshop. The entire shed. I mean, what do you guys think? Currently I'm not sure. This year we have to use it as a firewood shed for sure. But in the future might do that. I think it's size-wise it's pretty good. Yeah, but I'm not really sure if we're gonna do that. Well, that basically means if we do that, then I need to build a new firewood shed somewhere else. Yeah, maybe somewhere over there. But oh yeah, the landscaping mess. No, I think that came out pretty good as well. No, I think let's go to space and see it from up above. Might look better.
Take off.
What? You're supposed to spin as well, mister. Try again.
Home point updated.
Need to go higher. Can't see anything. Look at that clown waving down there. Think he's hard or something. Thinks he's a Bollywood superstar. Man, from higher up, this looks really cool. You know, the two little islands. Really nicely suit the area. Just a bit in the way. You know, spaceport overall, I think it looks pretty good. And it definitely has changed a lot compared to last year, about the same time, when I was bulldozing crap away. What was that, a bird? Wow, close call. You know, I think it's starting to kind of take effect now, although I'm not quite finished with the spaceport yet. I have still quite a few projects planned out. Most likely the next big project is the tractor shed. I kind of want to renovate it completely and add like an extra roof to the right hand side to store stuff just under a roof cover. Yeah, that one is gonna be quite a big project. I'm not even sure if I'm able to finish it by the end of this year or not. I'm gonna try though. Got some pretty cool ideas with this one. And as for the sawmill shed though, I think it came out pretty good. And the landscaping as well. What's up? Oh. Don't crash into the roof, okay? And honestly, I think this drone is actually pretty good. You know, I've crashed down with this thing from many trees now, and the thing just keeps going. No damage whatsoever. Maybe I'm just kind of lucky, but really kind of like this drone. What's up? Go away. But anyway guys, I think I'm gonna go now. I've got nothing much left to add. I'm just gonna go do the next thing. Oh, by the way, a little spoiler. Yeah, you see all that nonsense? Well, not to the right side, that's firewood. But yeah, on the side of the building, well, I do have a lot of crap. And well, not just here, here as well. I do have a lot of crap that I don't really like, honestly. So I kind of thought that you guys remember when I did the barn cleanup video? I figured that maybe I should do something similar, but on the whole property, right? Just kind of go through the entire property, clean everything up that I don't want on the property. Just take everything to the recycle center or scrapyard or the burn pile. Basically everything has a spot to go to. So as I got the firewood shed out of the way now, my next mission most likely will be the cleanup, the property cleanup. I just want to get rid of everything that has been sitting for years. I don't see any future projects on them or anything like that. Scrap, definitely. I have like 5 or 6 boxes of scrap steel at the moment. It's just taking up unnecessary space. I do have a lot of those white boxes as well. I'm probably gonna get rid of some of them, but nicer ones, which are still kind of holding their shape, I'm gonna keep. Even if they're empty, might need them in the future. But I'm gonna be very aggressive, like if I might need that one day, then I'm gonna slap my face and still take it away. Yeah, something like that. Well, to be honest, actually the cleanup is something that I need to do, because I can't yank this guy out of the ground. Actually, I want to pull it like in that direction. So I have a lot of crap in the way, plus the firewood pile. Need to clean everything up, then I can remove this stump. I don't really want to pull it there, because it's probably going to take like a lot of dirt with it and deposit that dirt here. So I don't really want that. I'd rather pull it in that direction. But yeah, as for this one, I'm gonna end it and get to work on the next one. Bye.